All right, so I am going to composite this in here. Um, so what I'm going to do is with the move tool, I'm going to go ahead and shrink this down. Here we go. To make it look like it's a flag that is out here. And I am going to put it behind this swing set. Okay, I'm going to go in here and just go ahead and label this flag to have good order because then I can look quickly and see what's going on here. Okay. Now, in order to do this, I am going to have to cut out this swing set and place it over here, right? So here's the first bit of compositing I'm going to do. So to do this, I am going to go ahead and take off the eyeball, right? And now what I'm going to do is cut this piece out, okay? And I am going to go ahead and go back and use the magnetic lasso tool, which we've used before, right? And what I'm going to do is that I only have like maybe just this top part that I need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out, right, the best that I can. Then I'll have some cleanup that I need to do. Kind of the outline of this, right? There's lots of ways we can do this, but we'll just do something like this. And then I'm going to go here and close it, right? Now, last time we cut it by going to the move tool. This time I'm going to stay on the lasso tool and I'm going to right click on here. And I have all kinds of options I can do here, right? Including inverse, where I could select everything else outside of it if I wanted to, right? But what I want to show you is I can do like layer via cut and copy. I can cut this out, where is essentially what we did last time, where it turns into its own layer, or I can make a copy of what's on the inside. I want to make a copy. So I do this, and if you can see now, this is what the copy is, right? And now with this copy selected, I can call this something like, I'm going to go ahead and call this swing set. There we go. All right, and with this I can clean this up, where I can go ahead and use this erase tool to do this if I want. To get rid of the inside, I can even go back and use the magnetic lasso tool pretty easily by just kind of going up here, right, and doing this. And we do this pretty quickly, right? And I have this, and I can get rid of this simply by hitting delete, right? This is one way of doing this. That'd be pretty easy. This is all solid one color, so this could be something we can do with the magic erase tool. There we go in here. Oh, I got this mask going on. Got to deselect that mask with the marquee tool. Go back to this magic erase tool and get rid of that stuff, right? In fact, I could probably get rid of a lot of this stuff using the magic erase tool. If it messes up, no problem. You have a safety net. You can do Command Z, right? We can go in here just with the regular erase tool and start cleaning this stuff up as well. So really, whatever tool you decide to work with to do this, it's up to you, or you can do a combination of tools, kind of like what I'm doing here, right? Now, I am probably being a little more particular than I have to be, because really the flag isn't that much, right? But still, I am going to go ahead and do my best just to do good work here and clean this up. Great. Let's see how this looks. So if I have the background on and I have the flag on and I move the flag back here, as you can see, that looks pretty good. So I still need to kind of clean up this area right here, which I can do quite easily, right? By going here, and I can do the erase tool, right? And I can shrink down the size quite a bit. Get that in there. Whoa. Erase the flag. I had to do a Control C, get on the swing set, and let's erase this, right? And in fact, we probably want to go and clean this whole thing up by going through and erasing like this, at least the important parts where we have the flag, right? And remember, we got that feathering on the edge, so that should look pretty good. Here we go. This is all looking kind of weird. Let's go ahead and just get rid of all that weird looking stuff. All right, looks like we got this weirdness going on here, which is fine. Let's go ahead and erase that. Here is a weird line. All right, we basically don't want to make it look like bad Photoshop work. Instead, we want to make it look like good Photoshop work. Anyway, you get the general idea. on how to composite, right? So let's look around. So that's great. So that's the first thing we're going to do, and that looks pretty good. Now, if we kick back here and we look at this, we have some other problems. Like what? Well, we can see right here that the color is off, right? So let's move some global, let's go back to the flag here, and let's talk about some global changes that we have underneath the image here, where we have adjustments. They're called global adjustments, where we can change this to look more like the color, because this is more of a golden color, this flag is, while everything else is a little more blue. So we can change this. First off is we can deal with brightness and contrast is one way of doing it. This is a pretty easy way. And what we can do is we can take down the contrast a little bit, right, and make it kind of less contrasty, which is going to help, right? We can even take down the brightness a little, right, where we're going to have a little darkness. And that is already going to help a little bit. We can always do the preview like before and after. And that is already looking like that fits in a little better. So that's good. What else can we do? We can also change the color a little bit by going to hue and saturation, right? And we can go in here and we can change, bring down the saturation a bit, which is looking pretty better there. And we can actually even change it more to the blue spectrum. That's probably a little too much, but maybe somewhere right there. That is looking like that fits in, right? Before, after, before, after.